Stream. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be doing a test trial on the PowerPoint slides for the human trafficking training that I'm going to be doing for the small group. So this is just to see how this is going to work out, if this is going to be a good stream or whatnot. So if you're on here and you just want to check out what I'm doing, feel free. Okay. So we're going to go over here. Wait. Okay. How are we going to do this? Okay, so here is the first beginning of it. It's called Human Trafficking Awareness Program, and it's for the United States of America. There's actually one for, where it says right here, is also one for different countries. But right now we're going to be focusing on the one for USA. And just some information. It talks about what are the goals for the Human Trafficking Awareness Program. Educate you on the reality of modern day slavery. And today we're going to be focusing on A21's work to abolish it, because this is the material from A21. Equip you to recognize and report potential scenarios of human trafficking. Empower you to impact your community and mobilize others to take action. I'm not going to talk about how long is it, because I'm going to do this a little different than what it exactly is, but where it talks about who is it for, it's for ages 13 and above, but I'm really focusing on the adults here. And then you go to who are we? Wanted to talk about this, and that there is human trafficking training all across the board from different organizations, different nonprofit organizations, and the one I'm going to focus on today is A21, and I'm going to talk about its mission and mission statement and vision. Excuse me. Okay, if we will zoom up, you can see a little bit better. It says A21 is a global nonprofit organization determined to eradicate human trafficking through a multi-dimensional operational strategy. They are known for reach, rescue, and restore. Through partnerships and the efforts of supporters across the globe, A21 believes that more potential victims will be identified and assisted, and perpetrators will be brought to justice. What is their mission? Their mission is to abolish slavery everywhere, forever. How did it get started? Well, it got started by the founders are Nick and Christine Kane. They became aware of human trafficking in 2008 after seeing a missing persons poster in an airport baggage claim. After extensive research, planning, and training, we opened our first home for survivors of human trafficking in Thessalonica, Greece. It says, over the next 10 years, we grew and established field offices, community centers, administrative bases in 12 countries. Each office is unique in its strategy and operational approach. I don't want to read all this verbatim because you guys can see it, but I just kind of wanted to hit some high points. If you ever want to look up any more information on it, you can go to a21.org and look into that. And then their vision is, we believe in a world without slavery. For more than 10 years now, we've rolled up our sleeves and set our feet to action. Why? Because in a single moment, a number can turn into a name, a tragedy can turn into a victory, and a belief can turn into an action. Freedom is our goal for every human being on the earth. On the planet, it says. And then I guess I'll just go this way. Okay, so session 1 is from past to present. And so in the first session, we're going to talk about considering human rights and the impacts of slavery on human rights. We're going to talk about defining slavery and identifying the common forms of human trafficking. And we're going to be discovering how victims of human trafficking are used as commodities. Some essential questions during the session that you can focus on are: how has slavery violated human rights? What does modern day slavery look like? And what way is a human trafficking victim like a commodity? It talks about what we're talking about in session 2, but I'm going to go fast forward through that because we're just doing session 1 today. Okay. And just to let you know, there are 3 sessions. Okay. So there's going to be a video. It's going to be a H21 awareness program video. And then there's going to be another one that says, "Can you see me now?" And session 1, abolitionist guide and human rights game. And then there's a concept sort and a social media kit. We'll figure out what we can work to see. Some of it might not be able to be accessible or be able to be done for this session. It depends on what is available and capability online. Okay, so first I'm going to play this video. So if you will, let's see, how can I get this video going? Let me see. Okay, let's see. Where's the videos? Media. Okay, it says to play which one first. Video 1. These are the posters. I don't know where that video is. Let's do one of them. Okay, so that's going to have to be right there. Okay, we're going to stop this and we're going to show you the video. So hang on just 1 second. Let me share the screen again. I'm going to catch that. Sorry, guys. Hang on just a second. Let me try this again. Okay, we're going to go back. Okay. There it is. Now we're going to share it. Well, let's see. There we go. Oops, sorry. Let me do that again. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I'm going to pull up another video. It's called Can You See Me Now? And that's another one we're going to also have in our training. So if you'll bear with me just a minute. Okay, so in 1948, the United Nations set forth a Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It declares that various human rights, including the rights to life and liberty, are to apply to all people in all nations. While the Declaration is comprised of 30 articles, I will read just a couple. So, Article 4 states, no one shall be held in slavery or servitude, slavery, and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all of their forms. Article 5 states, no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Y'all, slavery still exists today. It has violated human rights throughout history, and although it may look different now, it is still slavery. When a human being's life, liberty, or fortune is under the control of another, slavery exists. Human rights are being violated every day to plain sight in the form of human trafficking. Okay, and now we're going to do, oh, wait a minute, I'm not, a little activity that it shows. Give me just a second, I'll pull it up. Wait a minute. Okay, play human rights. What's missing game? Activity 1. Before I do that, I'm going to talk about some statistics. Now, just let you know, the victims do not self-identify. So a lot of time you will not find somebody that will just come up to you and say, hey, I've been trafficked. That's very unknown because of the repercussions and the danger that the victim was already be in and everything. So these are just statistics based on Polaris. It is estimated that anywhere between 20.9 million and 40.3 million people are held in slavery today. Over 70% of human trafficking victims are women and girls. But don't forget, guys, men can be trafficked also. So human trafficking does not discriminate between age. It does not discriminate between race. So just realize that. Human trafficking generates an estimate of US $150.2 billion per year. Traffickers face a mere 1% chance of ever being prosecuted. Okay, here's the United States statistics. 40,000 total cases of human trafficking have been reported in the United States since 2008. Human trafficking is happening in all 50 states, not just overseas, you guys. It's also happening in every state. 1 out of 7 endangered runaways reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, are likely child sex trafficking victims. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about some forms of human trafficking. There's several, but I'm going to talk about 5 of them. First is the forced labor. It's when a person is forced to work in captivity with little or no pay. Forced labor is well documented in extractive industries that consist of having children remove non-renewable raw material out of the earth, such as oil and minerals. And with that, I'm going to show y'all a PowerPoint that I did on this. Just give me just a minute. Where's that PowerPoint? Okay. I can find it. Let's see. What video is this? Oh, that one. Okay. Don't need that. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen and we're going to do this PowerPoint. There they are. Okay. And I'm going to go skim through some since we've already talked about. We talked about the goals. We talked about the statistics. We also talked about, if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to talk about different types of human trafficking. We've got the forced labor, when a person is forced to work in captivity with little or no pay. Forced labor is well documented. Industries that consist of having children remove non-renewable raw materials out of the earth, such as oil and minerals. This is when forced labor is when somebody is coming from maybe another country to come to the United States to work with a visa or something like that, but where they hold their documents like hold them as ransom, so they can't go back to their country, and so they are pretty much owned by that person. Another one is very common, which is sex trafficking. It's forcing, deceiving, or coercing a person to perform a commercial sex act. Sex trafficking can include forms of commercial sexual exploitation and sex tourism, pornography, and strip clubs. There's other ones, but that's the one we're going to mention today. There are different types of human trafficking. Also, other than those two, there's bonded labor, also known as debt bondage or peonage. Bonded labor is often made to look like an ordinary employment agreement at first. However, in the agreement, the worker starts with a debt to repay. This worker finds out later that the debt is impossible to repay, thus making their enslaved merit payment permanent. Workers may also inherit intergenerational or ancestral debt in more traditional systems of bonded labor. There's also another type of human trafficking called involuntary domestic servitude. It's forcing a person to work and live in the same place for little or no pay. Involuntary domestic servitude consists of an individual that works in a private residence, that makes inspections by authorities. More difficult domestic workers are often not given the same basic benefits and protections that are ordinarily bestowed upon workers. The last one I'm going to talk about is child soldiers, and it's unlawful recruitment or use of children through force, fraud, or coercion as combatants or for labor or sexual exploitation by armed forces. Thousands of children are currently serving as child soldiers around the world right now. These children are commonly being forced as sexually slavery, fighting on the front lines, participating in such missions, and acting as spies, messengers, or lookouts. Okay, with that, we are going to talk about let's see. One more minute. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Okay. Oh, that's session 2. Okay. So human trafficking is the illegal trade of human beings. It's the recruitment, control, and use of people for their bodies and for their labor. just like we talked about the different types of human trafficking. It's through force, fraud, or coercion. People are being brought and sold against their will right now in the 21st century. There are 5 main forms of human trafficking that we had just discussed. The definition of these forms are listed as I just provided. And let's see. Session 1, Abolitionist Guide. Okay, there's human rights activity. Okay. That's not going to work. Let's see. Okay. So also, the next thing we're going to discuss is, this is not the latest version. So I'm going to stop viewing this and we're going to find the latest one, which is not that one. Where did it go? Okay. It's different. What's going on here? Okay. This one right here, maybe. Let's see. Untitled presentation. Is it this one? Or did I just open this one? I think it's on my work computer. Yeah, probably. Okay, so at that time, we're going to show this video that we did. And it kind of gives a sign of what human trafficking can look like. It's not always exact. Okay, did I do it? Well, if it's going to play. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stream it again. I'm going to find where my video is. I think it's that one. Yep. Wait, where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. And if you guys have questions while we're, during the videos or any of the teaching, just let me know. Just comment below in the box, and then we'll get back with you on that. We would like to have. Let me go back over here. We would like to have the session last about an hour. We're about 39 minutes. If that's not going to work for people, let me know in the chat box, and then we'll figure out what we can do. So, yeah. Once I get, where'd they go? Okay, so it's not going to be this one. Which one is it in? I guess it's in this one. Okay, I'm going to close this. Well, maybe. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. I need to figure out where all these things are. Section 2. This place is not. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Session 1, we already did that. Take action. Okay, it says take action. Spread the word about human trafficking on social media by downloading the awareness social media kit and using the images and content we have provided. But don't forget to include the hashtags A-Teams and A21. That's what the main focus on these slides are. Because they promote the A-Teams. And just to let you know, the locations where they have chapters are in the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Spain, Ukraine, Bulgaria, Greece, South Africa, Thailand, Norway, the Netherlands, and Denmark. And there's contact info also for anyone that needs that. Okay, here we go. Find it. Okay. Okay, so We're not going to be able to do the human rights game like it says. However, I'm going to read some articles from the rights within the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So it says right to choice of employment. Article 23. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment. Article 3, everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of the person, which is the right to liberty. After I read these, we're going to do a little game to see if y'all can remember what we discussed. The next one is a right to opinion and expression. Article 19 states that everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. The next one is a right to rest and leisure. Article 24 states that everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pay. Isn't that just great? If we weren't allowed to be able to relax every once in a while, that would not be good for us, would it not? Next, we have right to education. Article 26, everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least in the elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. And the last one is right to freedom, which is from Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery to servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. Okay. Let's see here. Wonder if there's a way to pause. Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out the stream stuff. So if you'll bear with me for a minute. Okay. Gmail. Okay. Oh, wait. That was in my drive, wasn't it? Oh, okay. This is the same one, I think. Yeah, it's the same one. Okay, that's not the right one it wants. Okay. I thought I just sent it to invitation to edit. Open in slides. As I said, nope. Okay. I guarantee it's on another email. Education. What do you mean PowerPoint? Yeah, okay, that's one. Complete guide. Okay. Missing little girls in South Carolina. Okay. It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be on this. Let me see what y'all can see right now. Okay. Y'all gotta. Oh. Let me see if I can pause this. Is there a way to pause this thing? No. What does this do? What does this do? Okay. Okay. Can I pause?